Here's how to be an abundant author in 2025. Books are the meta, but in a time in which we live with such a large amount of emphasis on technology, books are castrated to the back. They aren't seen as fulfilling as much anymore, which I deem as a lie. We've been lied to throughout our culture that books aren't important, and we should read something that shouldn't matter, when in actuality, we need to educate our minds, to be sharper and to be smarter with every single decision we make in our lives. Books come in handy. They will determine how well we can see the world, and the messages they carry will determine the exact fortitude that we come with it. If you come to this video, you are an author yourself, and you understand how important books are. But I need to tell you why. Books have a powerful feeling. And if you want to gain to that powerful feeling, no matter what kind of author you're trying to be, then follow my advice and listen to what I've got to say. If you don't know me, I am Arnel Arcega. I'm a writer, author, and growing motivator of the world around me, not only so I could profit off my own books, but also to educate people on what they can do better to improve their lives as the healthy writer I am. You come to this video as an abundant author, but you're not there yet. Abundancy is something people lack. Many people are average, but to be an author, you enter this top 90% that very few people do. Hell, even if it doesn't involve publishing, you could simply write a book, and that's still better than the average person. You're in this category that only you can experience, but if you want to dictate your life onto this path, then listen to what I gotta say. Abundant writers are genuinely important. They feel important. They do everything in their power to not only make the best book they are writing, but to simply improve on it. Obviously, many authors like myself see books they've written in the past, stories that they have made, and understand that it is bad. There is always a place to start, but with abundancy, it doesn't matter how far you are in your career. How well you write your book will determine the importance that comes with it. And this comes in 5 easy steps of being an abundant writer. Step number 1. Captivation. As you can see here, I am captivating you as an audience to not only see how well we can improve our work, but also educate the world around us. Captivation is the main success of books. Why do you read the book you see in your hand currently? This obviously comes with plethora of options, but the most recent one I've noticed in my own time reading is just seeing the cover. It doesn't even matter if it's the description. So long as I can capture my eyes on something that feels acceptable to read in public, even if that is a selfish reason to read, it is the key we want to see with books. To be an abundant writer, to be above the leagues, not just average, but simply above that level, we need to captivate an audience in any way possible. This comes with the space that you work in, the space you do stuff in, and any kind of space. Sharing out your own message and getting an audience is the best way to start being this higher level author. How well you can showcase that to the world, I will get to later, but for now, captivation can be seen simply in the descriptions you say. It is important that words matter. Many authors will say that it doesn't matter what words specifically you use, but yes, it does. How well you can showcase your own conviction to your book and the time and effort you put into it will not only determine the importance of that book, but it will showcase the level of engagement you can get. This grown audience that's built up because of the book you've been writing. And this will play into the abundancy, how well you can be as an author and writer, and just the sheer importance that comes with it. Once you see how well your book can do, whether it's like the cover, the people involved, and even just the description, that's all it takes to get to that higher level. But there are many more options to come, and you need to do these step by step in exact detail. Step number 2. Play into the niche. Your book you are writing will not be the same as an Adam Clear book or something similar to J.R.R. Tolkien or a famous author like Stephen King. Your book will be your book, and how well you write it will showcase with it. Now, obviously, I can help you write it. Check me out on my Instagram down below, and I will message you personally. But with writing in general, it comes with time. It comes with space. And playing into your niche is the best kind of book you come with it. I mentioned in a previous video that mood is the clear motivator of a book, and how well you can showcase your mood will determine the clear shape and size of the book. But playing into your niche, What niche are you doing? AKA, what genre are you doing? What type of book are you writing? Will not only help you find your audience, get the attention you need. You don't want to be everyone's audience. What you need is just a better audience. And how well you can gain that audience determines how well the book is. But this is like a back and forth metric. You give in with the book you are giving, and therefore your audience will buy. They will pay for it. If you don't play into your niche and try to be in every book, just something for everyone, then you won't get the book you're trying to get across, and not everyone will be there. It's like you're everywhere all at once, but nowhere in the middle. Destroy the fad and just play into the niche. Step number 3, engagement. I mentioned this before in Captivation, but engagement is a whole different spectrum. Engagement is not only just sharing the book, but also just gaining the popularity. Talk about it with clear conviction so you could build this audience. You can let the book shine by itself. Many famous people done this with their own projects, music, and even just videos in general. But gaining that name, the engagement that comes with it, once again, is that feedback loop between you and your audience. That's the best kind of feedback loop we're trying to get since you chose this path of being an author. Playing into this niche will be great, but it's also just sharing this information online. It's easier now more than ever, and you can sell your book so easily that it doesn't matter what kind of book you're even writing. All you have to do is just simply write it out, and you will be greater than the masses. You'll be greater than where you were just a few months ago working on this book for the first time. Having that clear engagement and set people up for their expectations. It's really just a balance between the familiarity but also originality. If you're doing a sequel, many people will come back from that original basis. But if you are writing an original story, keep something interesting. Let's say we can have a pink elephant in your story. The more you have this strange, odd element, yet it makes the book stand out, like a pink elephant, the better people will be engaged with it. What makes your book wholly original? And simply put it, what makes your book so fun to read? The more fun your book will be able to read, doesn't matter what kind it is, whether it's the non-fictional kind of education, which I personally enjoy, but I also absolutely love fiction books in recent memory, and also just poetry stuff and whatever kind that fits in the middle. How well you engage your story will make you an abundant writer, and it will make you far beyond the many authors and writers who try to write a book and fail. Step number 4, honing the craft. Many people lack the belief that they can write a book. Everyone can write a book, but the issue is no one has the damn belief to do it. They don't believe in what they can do. And this comes with how well you write. Obviously, not everyone is positioned to write, but understanding the craft, how well you can hone in on it, will make you so much stronger. It's a lot like boxing. The more you physically box and get stronger, naturally, the better you'll be. So what do you do as an author? Picture yourself as the most famous and important author in the world. Let's say like a Stephen King or a J.R.R. Tolkien. What did they do to become abundant writers that show above and beyond, that not only showcase how well they can write, but also inform the world around them? Simple. They wrote the damn book. They spent their time to just continue writing, to continue honing their craft, and it's just gaining that reputation that allowed them to be as big and successful as they naturally were. Understanding how well you can hone the craft is why abundant writers succeed. They do this simply by writing, and they set this up with their beliefs. If you can believe you can write a book, hell, just write a page, a paragraph, a sentence, a phrase. It doesn't matter how small you can build this onto. The more you just adding more and more onto it, progressively overloading, that this idea will now showcase the importance of a book. It will also focus on what you can do better. Honing the craft is the best key that comes with being an abundant writer, and it will be the thing that will keep you going for years on end to not only be a famous author of one book, but to be a famous author of tens of hundreds of bestsellers in the world. That's what I plan to be. And if I'm running laps around you, then you need to do the same. Follow me and just continue doing what you can do. And if you don't know what you can do, all you have to do is just contact me personally. The 5th and final step to being an abundant writer and an abundant author in general sounds a little off, but it's one that works perfectly well with what I'm trying to educate here. And that's to restart. Restarting is one of the hardest things an author can do. Sometimes the book you are writing is not going to be worth it. After months and weeks of working, it can feel frustrating to not only see that the progress you made hasn't been worth it, but it's just understanding how well you are. If you are someone in your 20s writing a book for the first time, this will happen. But if you're someone a lot more experienced, let's say late 20s, early 30s, and especially as a guy, there is much more time to progress. Your life will start living in those later periods, and this is where authors have the advantage. To restart is the best way to not only gain on the pace you need to, but improve on something that you can educate on. I noticed that some of the best authors, they haven't had the time to write, especially when they were younger. And some of their best books were just ideas that they recycled over and over until they crafted it perfectly. And this comes after getting rid of their own original ideas that never worked out in the first place. Restarting, as contradictory as it is, will make you an abundant author because it sets you up to become the author you are. Not who you want to be, but who you are. With enough conviction, enough confidence, and enough swagger, you will become an abundant author many people will know. And even in the modern age, you have the advantage now. So use everything you can, because if you don't, you'll be average like the masses, and you don't want to do that if you come across this video. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you take in the time and knowledge to not only become a better writer, but an abundant one at that. Abundancy to not only gain the reputation, but also just be a better author in general. If you don't know where to get started or how to begin your own book, check me out in my Instagram down below. Follow me there and I will DM you personally. If you want more of me, check out my socials down below as there. If you want to be educated on communications, just continue engaging yourself. I will always be there to back it up. Until next time, keep on reading, keep on writing, and take care.